What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Almost hit the wrong button there. So anyways, why am I not? We'll just keep it there. Yesterday, one of my old Sallys got in contact with me. Somebody I consider a very good friend. We caught our first shoot term together. He was out there, the whole Pelican Bay riot thing. We were right there, and he was in 6 Block at the time. And this dude, very, very good person, man. And he's from Los. He got very lucky, man. Very, very lucky. He had gone into prison on a kidnap, carjacking, robbery. And he got busted around the same time as me. And that's a time when they were giving out life sentences like crazy. And he could have got a life sentence for any of those. Carjacking at the time, carjacking, robbery. It was... And the cold part was the kidnapping was, because they robbed a spot and they moved one of the people over. And what is it, like a few feet? There's a certain amount of feet. If you move them, that's considered that. Yeah. And he got 13 years. And in 13 years, he was putting in work and by the grace of God, he was able to get out. And, he went back and forth a couple times. But he became a family man on the streets. He got his head on right. Became a family man. Became a union worker, and was doing good things. And recently made a move from California, from LA to Texas, right? And he gets at me and he tells me, "Hey, Holmes, they got no love for us in Texas, man." And I had just done this video, about if Tejanos come to California to the CDC, nobody trips on them. There's so much going on out here. Ain't nobody tripping on whether or not you're from Texas or where you're from. Just handle your business like a man, right? And so he was like, "Hey, Holmes, look, I got out there." And let me say, it was a dispute with a neighbor where the neighbor's kid was trying to get crazy with his son, and his son corrected that immediately. And next thing you know, the neighbor called the cops, made some crazy allegations. The homie being from California, they decided, hey, we're going to believe the hometown. And they sent him to the county jail. I didn't ask which county jail. I should have. They sent him to the county jail, and because he's tacked back, big dude, from LA. When he got there, he was there 6 days before he could bail out, and he fought all 6 days because he was from California. And he said, "Homie, I'm too old to be fighting every day." He's 50 years old. He's like, "I'm too old to be fighting every day." And he was fighting these young dudes, man. And he said, the one thing I'll give him credit for, he goes, they never jumped me. He said it was always one-on-one. He said, but I'm getting down with these dudes because I'm from Southern California. Because I'm from California, period. And I was like, damn. And I know this dude. This dude is a monster. But, being a monster when we were 20 years old, 21 years old is different than being a 50-year-old family guy fighting 22-year-old, 30-year-olds, It's different when that's your lifestyle. When it's your lifestyle, it's easy. It's the norm. And when you're a family man, that's the thing you're past, eh? But it's unfortunate because, again, if a dude from Texas were to come out to a county jail in California, the raza just wouldn't give a fuck. Be like, hey, where you from, Mos? I'm from Texas. Órale, all right. Nobody to have to get into it, right? Órale, all right. Mucho gusto. And that's the extent of the conversation. And then there would probably be dudes, once they get to know them, hey, Holmes, you need any sopas? Or, you good on hygiene? And, that's how the raza out here do it. It wouldn't have been, hey, Holmes, I'm going to need to check some shit out what you saw. We need to get down. Boom. And then the very next morning, another dude from California waking you up. Hey, come on, Holmes. The next day, another one. Come on. So had the homie not bailed out and had he done 30 days, would he have had to fight 30 fights? At what point do they say, nah, Vato's all right? And from the way he made it sound, the cops out there played a part in it. They put a bug in someone's ear that he was a legend from California. And I know that there's a certain two groups out there in Texas that don't get along. So those dudes were from that group that doesn't like that other group. And they figure, oh, he's one of those from California, so we have to get down with him. He's not. He's never been a legend. He was a camarada. He put in a lot of work, a lot. But he was just a dude from Southern California. When he went to Texas, it was to better his family, better his life, better his circumstances. Like I said, he was a union guy. And he went out there and his neighbor thought he could bully somebody. And when the homie stood up to him, law enforcement was involved and the good old boys did what they do. I'm sure the homie's probably on his way back to California on the first thing smoking when he can, because you can't win. You're not going to win that fight. And the homie has responsibilities as a father. And I'm proud of him. I didn't ask him, did he win all the fights? That doesn't matter to me. I asked him if he was okay. Hey, you good? I told him, man, that's fucked up. And it is. But when you get behind those walls, the only place you're going to find sympathy is if you have a dictionary. And nobody gives a fuck about you and what your story is. And if you change your life, man, you got them tattoos on you. You're representing something. So, I mean, I get it. I have to look at it from both sides, but I do know for a fact, guys come to California, man, and California is so gang related that when you come, they're like, all right, at least he's not an enemy. They leave you alone. Until you step out of line, then it gets corrected. Imagine if California cats started acting like that. Because out here, they won't fist fight you. Imagine coming to California from any other state, you get stabbed because you're from another state. I'm glad California don't do that. But I know there's a lot of vatos that, and they're going to see this video and they're going to be like, man, fuck that. They should whack one of them dudes when they come over here. That's the way prison thinking is. But again, I'm proud of the homie. He was able to bail out without having to really put a demo down. I mean, I'm sure he did fine with his hands, But at 50, you can't win them all. Especially when it's every day. Man, look at all the 50-year-olds. Shit, even the 40-year-olds. You already know. You bump into a wall and your shoulder sore for 2 days. You get in a fight, man, your hands are sore. I'm sure. I mean, you're in a fight. If you're in a fight, you're supposed to get hit. whoever punches landed is gonna be sore. And the homie had to fight 6 days in a row. My bad for laughing, but this is just another glimpse. Keep your asses out of jail, man. And if you're from California and you plan on living somewhere else, especially a state that's known to dislike Californians, have your stamina up. Be ready, because they don't like you. And they want you to fight every single day of your incarceration. Regardless if you're not what they think you are that because they think you are. Sheesh. But anyways, man, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.